Welcome back to Talkers on the Wall. Today, the bird is flying solo. It's just Cole here today. Now, just because of scheduling conflicts, we actually just started new jobs, me and Braden, so I can't really do a video with him on the Penguin, but we do have a plan for Joker 2. I'm kind of excited to do that one because I heard that movie was really bad, but I'm kind of a musical guy, so I'd give it the benefit of the doubt. But enough about Joker 2, and we're actually going to be talking about the Penguin. Now, the Penguin I was super excited for because I love how Matt Reeves painted the world for the Batman with Robert Pattinson. It's truly amazing the world that he created. I love this Gotham, and I love Colin Farrell's Penguin in the Batman, and I'm really liking him in his own show. So with that being said, I'm just going to kind of go over pros and cons of this show. Very short and sweet review for the first two episodes that are out. For the first pro, I'd say the story is very cohesive. Now, most shows kind of just go back and forth where you feel like you can definitely tell it's periodically through episodes. But with the Penguin, it really just feels like a linear, focused vision on that still, that crime detective, crime boss, the power struggle of Gotham, which I think it's kind of a double-bladed sword. Sorry if there's clapping in the background, but I think it's done very well. But also with, a con with that, too, it's kind of a double-edged sword because it feels like there's such, a dome over the story on how it can go. It can get to be good, but can it really be great? I don't know. I feel like the characters are kind of held back, too, to stay with the vision of the story, and I respect that. I know Matt Reeves isn't directing this because he's focused on Batman 2. Excuse me. But, sorry, oh my god. But, yeah, I really like Oz as a character. I think this is well needed for him. And the show's only 8 episodes. I kind of hope it just keeps it one series or one season. My bad. I really enjoy Sophia's character too. I still don't really care for them. I'm not really I don't feel threatened when they're in danger. Vic the same way too. I just haven't built that relationship with that character. It I would put it on how I reviewed it on my Instagram post. They're very serviceable to good. Now, I don't really see a whole lot of great in the show, and that's okay. Not every show has to be fantastic. With that being said, I would kind of give this series so far for the first two episodes about a high 7, low 8. I think low 8 would be a little generous for both of them. I kind of felt myself dragging to the end of episode 2, and I really hope that this whole series isn't like that, and I hope it evolves into something that could break out of that metaphorical dome I was talking about. With that being said, too, I still like I said, I don't really care about Vic's character. Honestly, I don't really care about Oz's character yet. Uh, Now the Easter eggs with the Riddler and the seawall breaking and some sorts of Batman, I feel like definitely it's more Bruce Wayne right now. That's why the Batman isn't around, which makes sense because at the end of the Batman, Bruce figures out that, hey, I can't just beat up bad guys and make a change. I gotta use my voice as Bruce Wayne to help the city. I feel like too, just the Falcons and the Maronis. It's kind of if they just hit down on those plot points for 8 episodes, it's really gonna drag. Something else I want to talk about too with Oz's character is his relationship with his mom, which I think is actually pretty cool. It does feel like a Gotham version of The Sopranos, but that's okay. Not it's hitting simple plot points, but sometimes that's all really you need in a story. And I think they're doing an okay job with it. Actually a pretty well job with it. I it's cool seeing his mom kind of push him for it, and how the story's kind of like a waterfall effect or a butterfly effect with him shooting Roberto, and that scene was really cool too. I do feel like him with his relationship with Vic is kind of forced, if I'm being completely honest. I know that they really wanted to show, like, hey, we both have disabilities and we can really bond with each other. I just don't buy it. Maybe, like, if he would have saw him again during another crime or whatever reason. But I think it, like I said, it's serviceable to good. It's just not, just, there's just a dome over this. And one of these plots got to be like a wrecking ball to break through open, or not if they keep it on that good to serviceable route. I don't think it would hurt the Batman, like Matt Reeves' world at all. Or I just kind of hope that if it's just like these first two episodes, maybe just cut it down to 5, because if it drags, it's going to be very boring. Like, I kind of felt it dragging at the end of this episode. But that's my very short and sweet kind of review over the first 2 episodes. Joker 2 review will be out this weekend. With that being said, this bird flew solo today. Kind of just freeballed it, no script. And yeah, we out. Yeah.